What if the food was never really the problem? What if every late-night trip to the kitchen was actually a search for something your soul couldn't find anywhere else? Because hunger that food can't satisfy isn't a diet problem. It's a wound dressed up as an appetite. Many Christians believe that self-control around food is simply a matter of willpower. Pray more, eat less, try harder. If you've ever thought, "Why can't I just stop?" this is for you, brothers and sisters. What's happening beneath the surface isn't weakness, it's self-medication. And the reason this is more serious than it seems is that you can spend years managing the behavior while the real wound keeps bleeding quietly underneath. And this may explain why trying harder hasn't worked. Why is this more serious than it seems? Because food was never designed to carry the weight of your loneliness, your fear, or your pain. And every time you ask it to, the cycle becomes harder to break. You aren't losing a battle with food, you are losing touch with the wound underneath it. Stay with me, because understanding this may change the way you see the struggle. Some of you eat when no one is watching, not because you're hungry, but because the silence is too loud. Some of you have made promises to God about this more times than you can count. And some of you carry quiet shame that has nothing to do with the plate in front of you. The hardest thing to admit is this: you're not struggling with food, you're struggling with pain you haven't named yet. For some, that pain is loneliness after everyone goes to bed. For others, it's exhaustion you've carried all day with nowhere to put it. For others still, it's the quiet feeling that no matter how hard you try, you never quite measure up. Food becomes a temporary refuge because it asks nothing from you. It never criticizes you, never rejects you. But it also never heals you. Don't walk away yet. The hardest part is also the most freeing. Name what you're actually hungry for. Jesus said in John 6:35, "I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me shall not hunger, and whoever believes in me shall never thirst." And that is not a metaphor about willpower. It's an invitation to bring your real hunger to the right table. Jesus wasn't promising that every emotional struggle would instantly disappear. He was revealing the only source that can truly satisfy what the soul is searching for. The question isn't what you're eating, it's what you're feeding. Before your next meal, pause and ask honestly, am I physically hungry or am I hurting? And the answer to that question is the beginning of real freedom. Healing requires honesty, not just discipline. Psalm 34:18 reminds us that God is close to the brokenhearted. And brothers and sisters, that means He is not waiting for you to have it together before He draws near. Discipline without healing is just white-knuckling a wound that hasn't closed. Real freedom begins when you stop hiding the pain and bring it into the light. Tell someone safe, a pastor, a counselor, a trusted friend, what you've been carrying alone. Because what God can do with an honest heart will always outrun what you can do with a strong one. Pay very close attention here, brothers, because this is vital. Not every struggle with food is a spiritual issue alone. Sometimes it involves physiological patterns, chronic stress, or emotional wounds that benefit from professional support alongside prayer. Seeking a counselor or a doctor is not a sign of weak faith, it is wisdom. Jesus did not come to crush you with heavy burdens, but to give you abundant life and peace. The decision is yours, and it begins not with a diet, but with an honest conversation with God about what you're actually carrying. Because settling for a numbed life will steal the deep peace that Jesus already won for you on the cross. If you are willing to bring your real hunger to God today, write this in the comments: "Lord, heal what I've been hiding." And let that be the beginning of your true freedom. And if this message spoke to your heart, subscribe to The Burning Bush, because the bush is still burning and God is still speaking from it.